Hey Source, Agent Solo Matt Rice here, running through this week's soloable crowdfunding games on Kickstarter, Backerkit, Gamecrafter, you name it. Gamefound, of course. I missed that one. If you think I've missed a campaign when I finish this, be aware that I have previous videos from previous weeks. So check those ones out. But without further ado, let's have a look at my first one. Probably my pick of the week for me personally as well is Unstoppable, a crafting game by John D. Clare. A roguelike momentum deck builder. I'm not sure what that really means, momentum deck builder, for solo or cooperative play. So John D. Clare created or designed Mystic Vale, the game where it wasn't necessarily solo. I think there might have been a solo expansion right at the end of its run, but where you sleeve in cards. So they come with like these cards that have like sort of let you sleeve in behind other cards to give it extra abilities. It looks like he's going to bring that into this game as well. It's done by Renegade Game Studios, famous for their solo hero series. Start with Proving Ground, Reckoning Run, Warp's Edge, which is a pretty popular one. This is in that vein. I think it's 1 to 2 player though. Doing quite well. $124,000. 14 days to go. One Stop Co-op Shop thinks it's the best deck builder of the year. I'm going to debate that. Could quite be. And they've created 18 games here. I mean, G.I. Joe's one of my favorites of all time as well. It's my top 10, which I thought I'd do that kind of video, don't I? Of all time for me. Different types of rewards. You get $60 for looks to be the game plus stretch goals. $75 with a mat, sorry. $90 with 2 mats. $100 with 3 mats. Okay, just keep buying mats. And there's a retailer tier. Alrighty, so 30 to 90-minute game, momentum deck builder. So you see how there's like little slots here? You can sort them behind other cards. Things like that. Yeah. Okay, no late pledges. Solo Hero series, yep. Gone through that. We get portrait cards, character cards, starting core cards, 26 threat cards, 29 threat cards, 100 core cards, 6 upgrade cards, box cards, 2 player mats, 3 boss mats. So 3 like overall bosses, tokens, things like that. Yeah, so it seems like it's only a smaller type game, which is what Warp's Edge and Reckon one was. How to play. Pick a boss to battle. So again, another like mini boss battler card type boss battler with a deck building type. So it's probably in the vein of somewhat like Ion Zen, except you buy from the market, you can slide cards behind, draft and upgrade cards. This one's not working. Essentially, you can slide these cards over top of each other. Confront threats and level up. Maintain momentum. Beat the boss before he becomes too dangerous. Oh god. Show how to plays. Stretch goals. Rulebook there if you need to read the rulebook, which is always handy. Lots of things buzzing off the page here, so it's not a bad looking campaign, this one. Memphis Meeple, go look at it. Once Up Co-op Shop did a playthrough, so I was rolling solo. These guys with University, they always love showing off some of the games, which is great. Plenty of videos here. And there's a bit of a background there. Shipping costs. I did see one of the things that people had complained about on BGG was the price for Canada, for example, to ship $40. That is quite high for Canada, I thought too. The rest aren't too bad. Seems to be normal prices. I think. Alrighty, let's move on. Next one that's come up for the week for me is Skytear Horde campaigns. I think this is the 3rd installment. It's a standalone expansion by Skytear Games. It's a solo co-op card battler. Play one-off games or try the new mini campaigns of 4 connected games. So this one introduces, like a campaign experience with it all, yeah. It's got 1,000 backers, doing quite well. 560% funded, according to their numbers. And it's like this type of game, like where you draft you get your minions out or allies, what do you call them? I haven't got the game, I've just seen it played a few times, and you go head to head and try to defeat the other player. But it's interesting. Normally these are like 1 versus 1 with a slapped on solo mode, but this is built up to be solo or co-op. Yeah, like Hearthstone and Magic, but solo co-op. Yeah, exactly what I just said. Gameplay all in is €50. Apparently you're saving €30, which is quite good. Same box from Monolith fits all 3 years fully sleeved with Deluxe. Okay. These are the other games that you could get. So I imagine this might be all available. This campaign, they're promising a good setup, which looks nice. New players Deluxe. The campaign's a one-off. Okay, well, we've gone too far. Trying to look through here. 24 scenario and henchman cards. What are we looking at? Campaign's a one-off, excuse me. Just play one-off games. So yeah, do either. You can do one-off scenarios or you can play the whole campaign. 97% of these cards are playable. It's like, oh, that's good. There's only a few that are campaign specific. Otherwise, you've got a campaign mode that you can play through. So it's interesting. Gives you a bit more feel for the older. If you're an experienced player of this game, it gives you that opportunity to play through those old cards again. If you haven't shelved them away. The reward was a gameplay only €50. So that'd be just for this set, €50. Interesting how they use the word all in. Because imagine the other stuff's pretty, yeah, new collectors, €285 for what looks like everything, yeah. Alrighty. And that might do us there. Let's move on to the next one. There's other games I've got. Boots on the Ground Deluxe, a 1 to 3 player game based on modern urban warfare. Building out of play, 250 backers almost. So it's funded. Quite a low funding goal. Wellington Publishing have this one. 57 games, it seems like. And it was $64. Copy, you get 2 copies, get 3 copies, 6-pack. What's the project about? Los Angeles World War II, Civil Wars flare up. It's not going to put you in the middle of the action. Start your mission as the team of an elite group of operators. Yeah. Originally released in 2010 with a paper map. Okay, so it's like a redo, but not print to play anymore or something. Really revamped with all new hard mounted game board. Yeah, updated rules, new mission options. Okay. Okay, play solo cooperative, 2-player head to head. Interesting. So imagine there's like little scenarios. 12 missions. Use shipping. You're right. Great. Next one I got, Soloists, is Dino Survival, a solo and multiplayer card game experience. Dinosaur card game based on how they live, not random stats. Build a dinosaur ecosystem while you devour your opponents. Only 8 backers so far, so it needs a bit of help. Those that are interested, get on board. David Hill's first created. Tells me how he got the idea of the game, which is kind of a nice video to do that. What's the plan for it? That's anyone who wants it as soon as I can. For a good overview, I've created the art, assets, and designed the cards and box. First expansion, talks about that. He's got a plan, which is schedule. Okay, where's the budget? Where's the money going? So it's nice he addresses these kind of questions. What will be even more handy is if he talks about what the game's about, how to play. Can't click it, it's a picture. Yeah. Cool that he goes through like where and why. It's like, it's really nice. I'm into that. Wouldn't mind maybe a bit more like how this game works. Andy. Moving on. Rogue Seas. So we're roughly half funded, just under 97 backers. Step into the shoes of infamous pirate captains to explore, plunder, and fight to uncover the lost riches of the said book well. Created by Mighty Paladin Games. First created, what we got here? We've got $1 pledge, we've got $59 to get Rogue Seas, $79 for Swashbuckling Sea Dog, use some linen bags and card sleeves. See with the Scallywag, $109, the neoprene mat. You ready to face foes, battle pirates, slay monsters, discover treasure. Looks nice. Rolled out there. Look at that, nice looking boat miniatures there. Hopefully they come out that way too. All the sails looks cool. The board looks nice presence. Game overview. Yeah, the treasure maps, rest of the treasure island. So you choose a captain. Chart your course. Roll all our special weight dice and maneuver your ship to the host of islands and ports of treasure and upgrades. Get some treasure, fight your enemies. Yeah, build your crew. So you buy cards that are crew because they give you extra actions or something. It doesn't quite show there, does it? Upgrade your vessel. Cool. So there is a bit of ship management or like town management in other games. Or in the seas. It's kind of interesting. There's a how to play right there. I recommend checking out. Tabletop Simulator is always very handy. A rulebook, like all in the right spots there. Like how this campaign looks so far. Example, so it has +1 shot and insta kill on certain ships, I imagine. They're cool. So they've got like little tactics that come with the characters. Each character is different. There's a playthrough, excellent. Love that. Solo playthrough, excellent. Previews. What you get in the box, yeah. Pretty good campaigns when showing everything what you want. It's just whether the theme's right for you and the way it sort of plays. It looks like it's kind of like a mini adventure game. I'm not sure how exactly win. I might have skimmed over that, unfortunately. Whether it's just like a points game or first to get some treasure bulletins, maybe. I'm not sure. I probably should be paying more attention. Just doing a quick flick through. And there's some shipping values right there. Cool. All right, next one. We got Europa Universalis. Price on power. Defying and Destiny expansion by Ego Games. 184,000 euro. That's quite good. 9 10 backers. It's 1 to 6 play game. The Europa Universalis has been out before. It's quite a big sprawling game like this. Rated really well. So for those that really want to get their teeth into like a Civ type game, I imagine. Best strategic game. Lots of awards. Yeah, Great Acclaim boasting 8.7. Yeah, definitely heard of this one. I haven't played it myself. Just get the reprint, 180 euro. Get the expansion, 48 euro. Standard edition. Blingy stuff. You come all in 435 euro. Some gameplay videos down here somewhere. I should show the contents, I guess. What's in the box? It's for ages. Yeah. Kind of Age of Empires-ish looking, doesn't it? How to play first game. Cool. So check that one out if you're into that, or if you're a return backer for that one. Next one, I've got Zeppelin Raider 2nd Edition. This is by Compass Games. They've got 95 backers so far, so they're funded. Compass Games, yeah, created heaps of different games. It's a solo early game, medium complexity, they're claiming. Yeah, minimal. They're famous for like doing like smaller sort of minimal type games, but heavy rule books. But they're very like tactical war type games. I tend to make. This is by Zeppelin, so it's a Zeppelin warship type game. Looks like you get to build up your warship. Tokens that you punch out, and you can visit different areas. Mission check for takeoff weather, load your Zeppelin take off. That's pretty cool. Check for mechanical flare, roll for encounters. Yeah, right. So it's slight RPG-ish type. Well, not really RPG, but slight adventure type feel to the game. Add-ons of the different back catalog things. Cool. All right, next one. I've got Treasure Goblins, the board game. 1 to 4 players by Lotus Games. Just over half funded. What's this one about? Tile placing game where you are filling a bag with treasures. The problem is that the bag has 2 limits: a space limit and a weight limit. Be the richest goblin. How to play? Firstly, how much is it? $25. Is that Mexican dollars? 700. 800 Mexican. Board game. 1,300 for the deluxe. You place the game roll the center. Divide the soldiers by color. Okay, so there's tile plays soldiers by color. Don't know what that means. Draw 4 starting tiles. Place the ring in the O marker. 0 marker. Each player goblin the screen, draw 4 tiles. I wonder how this works solo then. Connect gems to beat soldiers and take a new piece. Okay. Don't break the bag. Cool. Looks like there might be a playthrough there. Kind of a smallish type puzzled game. Not sure how solo works. I don't think it talks too much about it. In any event, there's treasure goblins. Next one. Moving on, I've got Tales of the Sea, a print and play type game. Competitive competitive co-op and solo strategy game. Now with added cats. 18 backers so far. That needs a bit more backers to get going. Andrew Clickenberg got 6 created. That's £5. £7 for the expansion, early bird. £7 a lot, so quite cheap. Here's a print and play. 1 to 5 players, including hybrid of C, area control, pick up and deliver, and lot of economic mechanics. Okay. Unique mutiny mechanic, variable game length, and difficulty. So they're trying to aim for different modes of gaming here. See if it pays off for them. What you get, some print files. Need some equipment, of course, to play these print and play games. Five standees, some character boards, ship boards. Okay, you get a fair bit for a print and play. I mean, get a fair bit of things they have to cut out and put together. Maybe that's what scared some people off with this one, I'm not sure. It looks interesting for a print and play. Score victory points are also burying treasure. 1 of 3 division. Trying to look what's really happening here. Go to an island, you pick up an island card, get some resources or spend some resources. I'm curious. For a print and play, it's quite ambitious. Yeah, right. Right, moving on. Gamecrafter. The only 2 I noticed, actually ones I noticed are still the same as last week. Excuse me. Decayed, still there. Roam Alone. 2 that I recommend having a look at. They're on my previous video. Those ones. Backerkit, nothing new. Seems more and more that this is more of an RPG place than a board game place, but there is the odd one that pops up, but not for a long time. Other things I'll talk about, upcoming Gamefound, and I love how Gamefound has an easy way of filtering out what's coming up for single player, and this is all the single player stuff coming up. And they recently did like a Gamefound feast. I think Alex from Board Game Co. Was running that, I think, of games in the future coming up. Stuff in the immediate future, though. I mean, this Incubo is about to come out as soon as I finish my video. I'm not sure what that's all about. Explorer, I'm looking forward to that one. If you haven't played the Explorer series, I've got a playthrough of the Valley of the Dead King on my channel. The Mountains of Godiah adds more of a tower defense style to it, and I'll be looking forward to that, see how that one goes. That's still in preview mode, but coming out in 2 days. Blood by Ludus Magnus Studio. I think it's another boss battler coming out. We'll see how that one's all about. Ludus Magnus haven't done too many solo games, and this one's meant to be a bit more solo friendly, but we'll see. Odalin, Dungeons of Doom. Some people have heard about talking about this one. Looks to be, I'll have a quick look at it with you. It looks to be a bit of like a minis, Diablo-esque dungeon crawler type game. By Dragori Games. Giant mini. Cards. It looks like these cards where you slide a card behind it. I think it's like a corruption or something comes behind it. I can't remember, like a devil card. You'd be an elephant person. Like has that bonfire look. Campfire look where you choose your character. Items and weapons, dungeon crawly stuff, no delves or like it's claiming. Minis, good looking rendering minis. Quests with impact. So it's saying a lot of the right things that a lot of people probably will like. Yeah, a lot of like mostly fluff. Of course, it would be when it's previewed gameplay. Ooh. Traps, enemies that come out. Open the door. Or references. Oh, does that reference what kind of tile you get after it? Mm. Oh yeah, you got unique items like descent type style. You roll certain dice for your defense and attack. Very cool. Yeah, demon attack, hero attack. Curious how that would work. Anyway, be looking at that one next week for sure. Other stuff I'll look at here. I want to show you. So from the feast, Casus Belli. This one that's come out by Martin Wallace. I'm not sure if these ones have anything. Oh, they do. Casus Belli about it. It's a game of exploration, settlement, and warfare in space. 1 to 4 players. Game plays over 10 rounds. At the end of the game, each faction scores differently for assets on the board. Yeah, Martin Wallace is famous for those type of games. There is a high score. Valheim's another one. So some people might recognize that as a video game. I've never played the video game. This is also a 1 to 4 co-op board game where survival depends on teamwork and strategy. And bosses will be revealed along with much more content. Yeah, so very much a simple one, but it's probably got a bit of time before it comes out, that one. But there's one that I really wanted to look at that I want to end on. Besides the Thinning Red Mist, since I liked how the the Thinning Cormac game that just finished. I'd love to check out what Red Mist has to offer as well. And I talked about that last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. This is what I want to talk about. Heroes 3. I have the original Gamefound edition from a couple of years ago, delivered earlier this year. I've got to say, besides the rulebook, quite impressed with it. My expectations were quite low though, because how are you gonna if you're going to go after a video game that's very popular, it's gonna be hard to appease everyone. I was quite happy how it works solo wise. It's completely fine. I've still got plenty more to go through, and I've got to do a video on that too. But anyway, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game, Stronghold, Conflux, and Cove expansions. So extra factions that were from the original, plus was it the Armageddon's Blade? I think Conflux was in. But it was in the original expansions, and Coves from the Horn of the Abyss, for those that are a bit more familiar with Heroes 3. And these were missing from the original campaign. I imagine you'll be able to get the original core set for those that missed out. Good time to get it here. Yeah, what's it got to say down here? So wonderful players. Ooh. So yes, if you have extra factions, you can play 4 players. So they must be doing some 4-player scenarios coming up. You can do 2v2. There is some 2v2 missions actually. Tower, I think it's at the Tower expansion. What's it going to add here? Looks like there's some underground tiles. Looks like it. Kinda. I can't tell. No, I think that's just the stronghold tiles. Solo campaigns. I would love if there's an Inferno campaign as well. That was missing from the previous one as well. Yep. So there's 3 expansions for people that are new, people that are returning. Mr. Previous Plan. Now you can easily get the core game. It looks excellent. So you can get everything if you missed the previous one. 6 languages available. When all 3 players, of course, there will be, especially with more expansions. They're promising a mission book, so hopefully there is. 56 cards is pretty certain. It's Craig Hack. Of course, everyone loves Craig Hack. The ratings. I haven't rated mine yet. I need to play a bit more to give it a good rating. But I'm liking it so far. Previews. Oh, I should do one so my video gets up there too. I should know. And yeah, it's not by Archon Studio, by the way, and they're a Polish company. So I think that's all you want to get. It's a preview so far. But there you have it, Solos. That might do for the week. Hope there's something there that you might like. If not, you've saved your money. Anyway, Solos, I'll catch you next week. Crush your gaming thirst. Play solo.